Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to send all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Bakar Kadash, Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. This is Azar coming at you from the GMS Miami camp. And I have some scriptures here on patience. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, the first verse I want to bring out is Romans 5th chapter, 3rd verse. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation, also knowing that tribulation worketh patience. Okay, and I have a precept to that. James 1st chapter and the 5th verse. All right, 1st chapter, starting at the top. Salah. So James 1st chapter, starting at the top. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord, Yahushai, to the 12 tribes which was scattered abroad, greeting. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. Okay? You got to count it all joy when you fall into the temptation, you know? And let's read further down. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Okay? Just like it said in Romans 5th chapter, 3rd verse. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations. Also knowing that the tribulation worketh patience. Okay? Same thing in James 1st chapter and 3rd verse. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Okay? Now, when you gain patience, you know, you're building your spirit. You know, there are a lot of things on this earth, especially since we're in bondage right now. We got to be patient with a lot of things. You know, some things that we pray for are not gonna quickly come to pass. I mean, they may come to pass within time, but you know, you never know. The Most High could be testing your patience, man. You know, when you're going through a tribulation. Okay. I know, especially living here in America, Americans are used to a lot of quick fixes. You know, we want things instantaneously. You know, when you get into this truth, you can't have things instantaneously. And I'm not saying you can't have things instantaneously all the time. You know, the Most High may know what's on your mind and bless you the next minute, the next second, the next day. Okay? But the thing I'm trying to say is, you're going to have trials and tribulations when you come into this truth. And some brothers, you know, they had trials and tribulations before they got in this truth. I know I did, you know. So, I mean, and, you know, I'm dealing with something right now, you know, my job situation and everything. But, and it's kind of affected me, I admit. But, you know, the Most High could be testing me right now. I don't know. He could be testing me right now to see how faithful I'm going to be. You know what I mean? And, you know, when you go through stuff like that, whether it be your job, whether it be with your family, kids, co-workers, you know, you got to take it all in stride. And just like it says in Romans 5:3, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations, also knowing that tribulation worketh patience. You know, my patience gets tried on a daily basis. I mean, I drive for a living, so people cut me off, and I pick up clients. You know, people want to cuss me out for being late. You know, it's just they want to turn me in. I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. You know, but with patience, man, you know, that also gives you wisdom because, you know, when you're patient, you know how to deal with certain situations. You know, with me driving for a long time, I can tell you how some of these clients are, and I can kind of tell you how to work them, how to use reverse psychology on them. You know, and when you get into this truth, man, you know, sometimes you got to know how to tell people about this truth. Sometimes you got to come at them a certain way. Sometimes you can't come at them at an aggressive way, or they might try to reject it. You know, it's just how the Spirit works with you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to count it all joy when you go through trials and tribulations, because that worketh patience. You know, patience is a good thing to have in this truth. All right, let's go down to James, 1st chapter, 12th verse. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive. Hold on, Salat. I think I'm missing a letter. Let's go back to the word. I wrote it down, but let's see, 1 and 12. Okay. Oh, Salat. 1 and 12. That was 2. Okay. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord thy power hath promised him to them that love them. And that's why we're in this truth, man. You know, even though we're going through a lot of temptation, we're going through tribulation, as it says in Romans 5th chapter 3, and also in James 1 through 5. You know, even though we're going through tribulations, we count it joy. You know why? Because at the end, this is what's going to happen. Okay? Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. You know, and that's what we want. That's what we're pushing for. We're pushing for that crown of life. You know, we want to get saved. You know, we want to get that crown of life. We want to be part of the elect, part of the 144,000. You know, but hey, everything is not going to be easy. Now, I'm gonna put it like this: if you have it too good in this world, I mean, things are like easy going for you, and you're not really going through anything. Hey, beware, man. Beware. I mean, it's nice to catch a break every once in a while, but hey, the Most High chastises the ones He loves, you know. And when you in this truth, you're going to be tested. You know, you're constantly going to be tested. You're going to have demons come on you. Just like tonight, I was trying to make a video, getting ready. I was looking up scriptures or whatever, and then I had this chick call me. You know what I mean? And then when I was coming home, this other chick was texting me and just telling me all kinds of stuff. Oh, you don't this and that. I'm like, oh my gosh, man. Trying to, you know, that's just Satan trying to mess with you, trying to mess with me, trying to get my mind off this lesson I wanted to do. That's all. But hey, man, like I said, brothers, you're going to get tested. You're going to get tested. But that's okay if you get tested, because when you get tested, that worketh patience. You know, when you go through trials and tribulations, that worketh patience, man. And you become wise. You become wise. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not a man that can memorize too many precepts, okay? But the thing that I've learned is like having faith and having patience, you know, being humble and accepting correction. You know, hey, some brothers might be tempted taking correction. Some brothers don't take correction well. Some brothers are so smart that they think they high and mighty. They don't want to take correction. But I'm going to tell you this, with my memory problem, I know I need correction on a daily basis. Because I guarantee you, if I didn't write these scriptures down right now, like I did, I would not remember them. So that's why I like to write scriptures down, you know. And one of the brothers told me, you know, when I do these lessons, you know, I got to put a subject at the top and then write down some precepts. Because what I usually do, I usually write down precepts and don't put a subject at the top, you know. And, you know, he was correcting me on how to do, how to do lessons. Is just giving me some ideas. I didn't turn my nose up at it. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. You know, and no matter how smart you are always going to get tested. Hey, Satan is busy. Satan is busy. Okay, and he tested Job, and you see what Job went through. I mean, the brother went through hell. Lost his kids and taking smack from his wife, and wow, man. But let me see if I got another precept here. Okay, Romans 8th chapter 28th verse. And we know that all things work together for good for those that love the Most High. For to them are the called according to his purpose. Okay, all things work together for the good for those that love the Most High. And when you go through stuff like that, that's beautiful, this verse. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High. So you going through that tribulation is good, because in the end it's going to give you patience. Okay, it's going to give you patience. All right, and the endurance of your patience is very important when you in this truth, because you're going to have scoffers that come to you all the time. You're always going to have scoffers. You're always going to have somebody that wants to throw you off. And a man that has patience, can be wise. Okay, James 5th chapter 11th verse. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. Okay, I looked at that word pitiful. P-I-T, and the word is spelled P-I-T-T-F-U-L. It means arousing of, deserving of, pity, sympathy. Job went through it, man. I mean, he really went through it. He caught boils and all this stuff, but at the end, he gained more than what he had before, man. And Job was really, really tested, man. That's, wow. I don't know if I would have came out of that alive. You know what I mean? But his spirit had to be strong. He had patience. He had patience and mixed in with faith. And he was wise not to cuss the Most High out. You know what I mean? Wow, man. Anyway, I hope this lesson was edifying. Till next time, Shalom. This is your boy Azar coming at you from GMS Miami. Till next time, Shalom.